So the Christmas festivity continues. You have a bit of a break because, you know, this thing lasts 5 hours. Well, that particular Christmas it was 5 hours. And you're eating and drinking mince pies, etc. with your silly hat on. Okay, my mother's preparing, at the same time she's preparing the turkey. Okay, biggest turkey possible. I'm sure my father goes there with a tape measure to measure the turkey, which he's already measured the oven at first at home, just to make sure that they have to get the biggest possible that will go in the oven. Showbird, because everything else is put around that table for Christmas Day. Okay, depends on the Christmas, but I've had some very exaggerated Christmases. And if you've ever watched The Meaning of Life, the young mate, Mr. Creosote, you are like that. You know, you're ready to explode. And there's my mother saying, "But Jonathan, you haven't tried the Christmas pudding." I'm like, "Oh no, but okay." And then there's the Christmas cake. "Oh, have some of the," and you're like, okay. But anyway, that's the meal itself, you know. In England, many people, and always in my family, you have a thing called a Christmas cracker. Okay, now if you're not from England, you're not aware of this, it's going to be a little confusing. Cracker, okay, something that cracks. Okay, nutcracker, squeak, nice pally. Okay, a very beautiful woman can be referred to as a bit of a cracker. A good joke is a cracker. I can't remember which comedian used to say that. A real cracker. But a Christmas cracker, okay, apart from some, now these images enter in my mind, is if you get the toilet paper, use the toilet paper and you've got the rolls, okay, and you take one roll, cut it in half, and you put those there with the central roll in the center, and then you put a bit of glue. If you want to make this very quickly, this is slow the video down. Okay, glue the things to the piece of paper, okay, and you would roll the piece of paper. Okay, so you've got basically a tube, okay, in 3 sections, 2 short ones and 1 long one. Okay, in the central section, you've already loaded this, by the way, with a paper crown. Okay, generally yellow, orange or red, though nowadays with the commercialization people buy them, and the loss of tradition when this also green or other colors may be used, but traditionally it was yellow or orange. Red also could be. Okay, so you have this paper crown. Then, because in the past people would probably make these and give them to their friends as little gifts for Christmas Day, and then of course Boxing Day, when Christmas was a much more, let's say, somber, less commercial in the modern commercial sense of Christmas. Consuming would have taken place. I mean, the whole thing of Christmas was to consume. I'll get to that later, I hope. Okay, anyway, so roll up the thing you've got inside there. You've got your paper crown and a piece of paper. Now, as I said, you buy these pre-made nowadays, and they've either got a phrase, a quotation, a bit of philosophy, or a joke written on there. And strange enough, generally it doesn't matter about the value, the amount of money you buy the cheapest crackers or the most expensive crackers. Generally the quality of these things is more or less the same, and the jokes are always terrible. Okay, then you have a little gift, something like a key ring or something like that, that will go inside. Okay, and that's all rolled up with a piece of card which goes together. It's a long strip of card with a basic percussion substance. Basically it's like if you've ever struck those swan matches, okay, the stuff on those in sandpaper, you get that. A little bit more powerful than that. When you pull these things apart, they go bang or crack, hence crackers. Anyway, everyone's sitting around the table with their cracker in front of them. You take your cracker, you offer it to the person on that side, doing this with your arms. Everyone pours into crack, 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 and generally you should end up with with that part there. Whoever gets the biggest part has the gift inside. Of course, everybody has to have a gift, so if you have 2, then you choose which one you want and give the other one to the other one. Other person, they're silly gifts, so they're exchanged anyway. You take out the paper crown, you put the stupid paper crown on your head. Everyone's sitting there drunk, okay, they've been wearing these silly hats, you take that silly hat off, and you put this silly hat on. Everyone's sitting around the table wearing these paper crowns. Okay, then you have to read the joke. And the joke is that standard terrible English humour thing. Standard one, yeah. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. These things, they're just repeated every year. After you've lived enough Christmases, you know everyone that's written in there. There's nothing new. Okay. But in my family, it's the thing, you've got to read it. Okay. So it's like Tom read his, which was the same as mine. Like, okay, Jonathan, what did yours say? Like improvise. Okay, so using the same standard Christmas tone when you're reading one of these jokes, because it's the pun. Instead of saying, why did the chicken cross the road, I said, what did the leper say to the prostitute? And I was like, leper, prostitute, you can't have that in Christmas crackers. They weren't saying that, but certainly my mother's like, my grandmother's pretty happy anyway. She's a very relaxed person, she was. My father's looking a bit perplexed. Okay. And then I said, gave the punchline, which was, what did the leper say to the prostitute? Keep the tip. And then you just carry on with the conversation. So the conversation's going on there. All of a sudden, about 5 minutes later, my mother's great, 5 minutes later, it's like, okay, shocked.